Hi, welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is chicken enchiladas. The ingredients you need are 2 chicken breasts, 1 onion, 1 pepper, 6 mushrooms, tortilla wraps, cheese, black pepper, piri spice and tomato puree. First step to do is to prep all your ingredients. I'm going to start off with the chicken. First step is to chop your chicken in half and then finally dice it. Always moving your fingers out of the way. Get your other half. If you may have a thick piece, you chop it in half again. And you finally dice it. Always be careful you don't cut yourself on your sharp knife. Just like that, and you place it in your bowl. Just like that, and you do your other chicken breasts. After when you have prepped your chicken, before you start prepping your vegetables, you clean your chopping board and sharp knife so you don't get raw meat on your vegetables, and also it won't be cross-contamination. So next step to do after you've done that is your pepper. You first chop off your end. And you want to de-seed all the seeds out. You want to give it a good tap on your chopping board and get any little bit of the skin out. Also the flesh, just give it a little tap. And you should have something like that when you have done it. Once you have de-seeded your pepper, you first chop it in half again, and you want to finally slice it like that. Always move your knife away from it, and be careful you don't cut yourself. Do the same with this one. If you are pretty good at knife skills, you can go pretty fast like I have done there. You should have nice fine slices like that. After when you have done that, you place it in your bowl. Have nice little pieces of pepper like that. Next step is to prep your mushrooms. You first chop them in half, and you want to finally slice them into little pieces. Just like that. I'll show you again. You first chop it in half, and then you finally slice it. Always be careful you don't cut yourself on your sharp knife. So what I'm doing is chopping down the middle and finally slicing it. You should all have nice little pieces like that, all around the same size, so they will cook all the same time. And after when you have done that, you place them also in your bowl with your peppers. Next step is to prep your onion. You first take your ends off, you chop your ends. I like to flatten it, so it's more easy to chop. And then you just want to trim the other ends off your onion. And then you want to peel both layers of skin. And you also take off the second layer. Just like that. So after when you have peeled your onion, you want to finely slice it. And then you turn it around and you want to finally dice it the other way. Always keep moving your hand and fingers out the way so you don't cut yourself. You should have nice pieces like that. After when you have done that, you place them in you place the onions in a bowl, and you finish off your other half of onion. Once you have prepped all your vegetables, you chop off a bit of cheese and you grate it using your grater. Be careful you don't cut yourself on the sharp blade on the grater, and you just go up and down. This will be going on the top of your tortillas. When you get to the end of your cheese, you might have to move your fingers a bit further back so you don't cut them on the sharp blade. Next step is to preheat your oven. Using my bumpons to tell me which one is the oven. And I'm going to set it at 180 degrees. That is set at 180. While that is heating up, you do everything on the hob. So now while that's heating up, you switch on your hob to high. And as you can see, I have placed a pan on the ring, and you want to give that a few seconds to heat up before you start frying your chicken and vegetables in the pan. First step is to fry your chicken. You place your chicken in your frying pan and you break it apart. So you're breaking it all apart because it might be stuck together. Hear that sizzle? Just keep working on it for a minute or two. It will come back. So you keep frying your chicken for a few minutes You know when to add in your onions when your chicken has gone nice and white and it has started to cook. You want to cook your chicken for a good 5 to 8 minutes. Next step is to add in your onions to your pan with your chicken. You want to give them a good fry for 2 to 3 minutes. You know when the onions are starting to cook, because you'll be able to smell them, and you know they will be brown because they will bring out a nice onion flavour. And you give it a good stir all the way around. And you get all around the sides. You want to give them a good toss. Next you add the mushrooms and peppers. You add them last because they don't cook long, because peppers just need to be soft and mushrooms have a lot of water in. So you just cook them for a minute or two and you want to give them a good toss in with your onions and chicken, and you want to get all the way around the pan, and they will give some flavour to the pan too. You lower the heat to simmer and you place the lid on while you do your sauce, and you want to keep an eye on that for 2 to 5 minutes, and now you go over and do your sauce. While you have put your pan on to simmer, you start making your sauce. I have put a tiny little drop of water in a bowl, and you want to squeeze in 2 teaspoons of tomato puree into that bowl, just like that. You want to give it a good stir with the water. You want to stir all round. Next step is add a good pinch of Piri seasoning to your sauce, and you want to give it a good stir with your fork. I've just got Piri seasoned mild, but you can get Piri hot if you like it hot and like a good kick. You also add some black pepper. just give that a little stir with the black pepper in. You want to get all the way around the edges and also the middle. This will be your sauce. You don't have to do it this way. If you can't do it this way, you can buy a kit with already sauce and wraps in. But I'm doing it this way. After when you have made your sauce, you pour it all into the pan. Give it a little shake. And just give it a stir and toss it into all your vegetables and chicken. So after when you have placed your sauce in and give it a little stir, you place the lid back on and you turn the heat up the high like I have done, so the sauce thickens a little bit, and you want to do that for 2 to 5 minutes. Once you have got everything prepared, you grab a spoon and you grab two good scoops of your mixture. And then you just wrap it. You first bring one half over. You bring this bit in. So you're tucking it in, and then you roll it over again like that. And then you want to carefully pick it up and place it in your baking tray. Just like that. So I'm making another one. You place 2 spoonfuls of your mixture. You should have a nice decent portion in the middle, and you first fold it over one way, and then you tuck it in, and then you fold it over again, and you should have a nice tortilla wrap like that. Then you pick it up, but any little bits what came out, just push them back in at the top, and you want to carefully place it next to your other one, just like that. Your enchiladas, I have made a little bit more of a sauce, you want to get a little teaspoon and pick some of the sauce up, and you just want to dress it over each one. You don't want to make it too wet. And you just want to have a little bit of a drizzle on each one. You can either make it again, or if you've made too much sauce, you just use the rest of your sauce from your pan. And you just want to spread it all out using the back of your spoon. Before you place it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, you want to sprinkle all your cheese all over them. So they all get a good layer of cheese. Like that. And finally, you place it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes so all your cheese melt on top. I'm placing it in the oven. Place it into the middle and you close the door. You want that to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. So the cheese melt and it goes nice and golden on the top. Hope you all enjoy making this. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming soon.